I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Pinapatatag natin lalo. No? Dati nang matatag yung Philippine Army natin, pero lalo natin pinapatatag dahil nga kailangan ito ng ating bansa para madepensahan natin ang ating bayan. Makakaasa sila na ang Philippine Army will always be professional. No? Magiging competent kami sa aming mission na ipagtanggol ang ating bayan. Papasalamat kami sa ating Pangulo dahil po sa kanyang patuloy na suporta, lalong-lalo na sa modernization program ng Philippine Army. At makakaasa po ang ating Pangulo na ang ating mga sundalo ay magiging loyal sa ating Constitution at sa sinumpaan namin na tungkulin.
Assistance allowance ay ito yung naka-allocate na pera para sa pagkain ng pang-araw-araw na pagkain ng sundalo. Ang pagtataas nito o yung pag-increase nito ay malaking kagaanan sa amin dahil sa wakas makakabigay na kami ng pagkain na mataas ang nutrisyon sa ating sundalo. Alam niyo naman ang trabaho ng sundalo, very physically demanding at saka napakahirap kung ang pagkain lang natin ay yung ordinary lang. So kailangan natin na mataas ang nutrients. Nagpapasalamat kami kay Presidente. Ang mga kasandaluhan natin natutuwa dahil sa wakas, magkakaroon ng mas lalong nutritious food ang ating mga kasandaluhan.
True.
Yung tema namin ngayon na maging matatag at sandigan ng bagong Pilipinas. Nag-uumpisa tayo sa pagiging matatag. Pinapangako ko sa inyo, sa ating mga kababayan, na ang puhunan ng kasandaluhan dito ay disiplina at professionalismo.
Correct.
Ito ang basihan ng pagiging matatag. Ngayon, sa mga darating na panahon, ay pinapalakas natin, binibigyan ng tamang equipment yung mga kasandaluhan natin para magampanan ang ating misyon na defend ang ating bansa. And nagpapasalamat po ako sa ating Pangulo, ang ating Commander-in-Chief, sa suporta na binibigay niya sa hukbong katihan. Dahil yung nag-present ako kanina sa kanya, marami siyang idadagdag pa para maipabuti ang mga kagamitan ng Philippine Army.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief Armed Forces of the Philippines. Please remain standing for the invocation to be led by the Army Chief Chaplain, Colonel Roy L. Ongao. Once again, a pleasant morning to all. Today marks a momentous occasion for the Philippine Army as we celebrate its 128th founding anniversary. As we all know, the Philippine Army has a rich and colorful history, undergoing transformation through the years. This year's anniversary theme, Philippine Army at 128, Matatag na Sandigan ng Bagong Pilipinas, reflects the institution's continued dedication to being a pillar of support, reliability, and security for the new Philippines, ensuring the safety and progress of the nation. As we proceed to formally welcome everyone is a leader who continues to strengthen and inspire our Army soldiers, the Commanding General, Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Roy M. Galido.
To God be all the glory. To His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., the President of the Republic of the Philippines, and the Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Philippines. To the Secretary of National Defense, Honorable Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr., to the Special Assistant to the President, Honorable Antonio Ernesto Lagdameo Jr., to the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Romeos Browner Jr., and Major Services Commanders present, Police General Romel Marbil of the Philippine National Police, Coast Guard Admiral Ronnie Galvan from the Philippine Coast Guard, Medal of Valor awardees, my predecessors, the former commanding generals of the Philippine Army, our distinguished guests, my wife, Rina, most especially our troops in the field right now. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear? Please wave. Wonderful. Ang umaga po sa atin lahat and welcome to the 128th founding anniversary of the Philippine Army. We come together to celebrate 128 years of bravery, sacrifice, and undaunted service of the Philippine Army. Throughout history, our Army has been the backbone of our nation's security, evolving to meet new challenges. Today, we are focused on a game-changing mission that ensures a stronger, more capable, and future-ready force. For decades, the Army has significantly contributed to the decline of the communist and local terrorist groups, ensuring peace and stability within our borders. As threat evolves, so must we. Our focus now is on territorial defense, protecting our lands, coastline, and sovereignty. This shift aligns with the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept, ensuring that our Army works seamlessly with the Navy and Air Force to defend our vast national territory. Our role is clear: to safeguard the land domain while supporting coastal and littoral operations. To meet this challenge, we have reconfigured our forces in ways that make us more agile and effective. The creation of Combat Engineer Regiment ensures protection of key strategic locations, fortifying our bases and securing mobility corridors. Our reserve forces have been reinvigorated by redefining their roles in internal and external security operation, with emphasis on the new functions of the community defense centers and regional community defense groups. Recognizing the need for accuracy and real-time battlefield awareness, we have upgraded our reconnaissance capabilities, ensuring our troops are always prepared to respond with precision and efficiency. Our infantry battalions have been restructured, making them lighter, more mobile, and more strategically positioned to defend the nation's interests. Readiness is key to test our ability to move and sustain forces across the country. We conducted exercise Katihan, a large-scale mobilization strengthening our ability to deploy troops rapidly in times of crisis. These exercises allowed us to refine our logistical capabilities and reinforce our preparedness. One of the most significant achievements of this exercise was the mobilization of units in Visayas and Mindanao, demonstrating our robust command and control capability across the nation. Over the next 6 years, we are making significant investment in our capability to ensure that the Philippine Army remains a formidable force. Our specialized units being enhanced, including the activation of seaborne and air defense units to extend operational reach. We are also restructuring our command system, transforming the Training Command and Sustainment Command to streamline our training and logistical functions. Our strength lies in our troops. That is why we are ensuring that our soldiers are well trained, well equipped, and well supported. Our revitalized training program guarantees a standardized, high-quality experience, while one recruitment program streamlines enlistment, ensuring only the best and the most capable individuals join our ranks. Leadership development remains a priority, focusing on mentorship programs that build confidence and character. Beyond combat training, our trust is to equip our troops with technical skills that will serve them in and beyond military life by providing a holistic approach to soldier development. We have actively championed gender equality by ensuring that both male and female personnel have equal opportunities to advance their careers in the profession of arms. Today, more than 200 female soldiers are leading various Army units across the nation, including 11 battalion commanders, 20 company commanders, and 162 platoon leaders, all leading tactical units. Warfighters cannot succeed without strong support system. That is why we are improving how we sustain our troops from field operations to daily provisions. To ensure that our soldiers receive proper nourishment wherever they are, we have deployed mobile kitchen trailers capable of serving meals quickly, even in the most challenging terrains. Mr. President, thank you very much for the increase in our subsistence allowance.
Wow. Yay. Thank you.
Our soldiers will be assured that they have proper nourishment in their very active profession. Transportation has also been strengthened, with civilian transport mobilization integrated into our system through the Philippine Army affiliated reserve units, ensuring rapid response in time of emergency.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the command ensures the expedited processing of benefits due to surviving spouses and families of our troops who were killed in action. At this moment, let me acknowledge the heroism of the 26 Army troopers who gave the ultimate sacrifice while performing the sworn mandate. Let us give them a moment of silence. Thank you. Their respective families have already received financial assistance and their pension. The Philippine Army is a force built on experience, bolstered by victories and trials of long years of service and sacrifice. For 128 years, we have stood at the forefront, guarding, defending, and securing our people with discipline and resolve. Our mission is clear. We are here to fight, if we must, to defend what is ours, and to ensure that no adversary, foreign or domestic, threatens our sovereignty. We are focused on our targets. We train, we execute, and we prevail. To every soldiers in our ranks, know this: your discipline, your skill, your unwavering commitment are what makes this Army formidable. We move forward not just as a military unit, but as an unbreakable force, battle-ready, razor-sharp, and relentless. With honor, patriotism, and duty, we march forward, stronger, sharper, and more ready than ever. Isa tayo ang hukbong katiyan, ang matatag na sandigan ng bagong Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang hukbong katiyan ng bagong Pilipinas. And in all things, God may be glorified.
Thank you to the Commanding General, Philippine Army. May we invite your attention on the screens as we give you a glimpse of the Philippine Army's capability on combined arms operations as performed in the recent CATEX Katihan. For acts of conspicuous courage and gallantry during a major encounter against the combined elements of Sahibad Abdul Salam Group and Basilan-based Dawla Islamiyya Abu Sayyaf Group on 9 September 2020 at Sitio Limuno, Barangay President Rojas, Artilim, Zamboanga, Sibugay Province. Despite sustaining severe gunshot wounds in his left arm and right leg, he was able to maintain command and control during the firefight. The encounter resulted to 5 enemies killed, 1 apprehension and capture of 6 high-powered firearms. The Distinguished Conduct Star is awarded to Major Gestoni V. Labarosa Officer-17335, Infantry, Philippine Army.
Wow,
For gallantry in
congratulations.
action during an encounter against 12 communist terrorists on 21 November 2024 at Sitio Cogon, Barangay Gatuslao, Candoni, Negros Occidental, with the encounter resulting to 7 enemies killed and capture of 8 high-powered firearms and assorted war material. The Gold Cross Medal is awarded to Captain Dexter S. Dawan, Officer-149665, Infantry, Philippine Army. For gallantry in action and intrepidity above and beyond the call of duty during the conduct of decisive military operations against an undetermined number of Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighters, Karialan faction at Barangay Lower Salmu, Datu, Saudi Ampatuan, Maguindanao del Sur on 22 April 2024, with the encounter resulting to 12 enemies killed and the capture of 12 high-powered firearms and assorted war material. The Gold Cross Medal is awarded to Sergeant Raymond L. Causing, 914403, Infantry, Philippine Army.
Galing. Ganon katapang ang mga Pilipino. Kaya wag niyong basta-bastahin na ina-underestimate. Pag hindi,
Well,
may kalalagyan kayo.
congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you to His Excellency. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for all the awardees. Moving on to introduce now the guest of honor and speaker is Secretary Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr., Department of National Defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our National Defense Secretary, Gilbert Teodoro, for your kind introduction. Please be seated. The Special Assistant to the President, Secretary Anton Lagdameo, the National Security Council Secretary Ed Año, and honorable members of the Cabinet that are here present. Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Romeo Browner, the Major Service Commanders, Commanding General of the Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Roy Galido, the officers and enlisted men and women of the Philippine Army, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At the outset, let me congratulate the Philippine Army on its founding anniversary. For 128 years, the Philippine Army has stood as a pillar of strength and of stability. In its more than a century-long history, the institution has defended our nation, our Constitution, and ensured the safety of our people. Through every trial, whether in combat, in crisis, or in calamity, the Army has remained faithful to its duty. From strengthening our operations to enhancing our ability to detect, respond to, and recover from threats, it has played a vital role in fortifying our nation's security. Beyond the battlefield, our soldiers have once again shown that their service extends far beyond just defense. Whether responding to natural calamities or assisting communities affected by the recent volcanic activities, such as what happens in Taal and the Canlaan volcanoes, they were our first responders. They have proven themselves to be ready, reliable, and resolute in the sworn oath to their duty to our people. If excellence is to be measured, let the records speak for itself. A perfect score in policy and facility assessment during the General Security of Military Information Agreement evaluation. Clear proof of the adherence to international standards, readiness to surpass any obstacle, and the determination to guard our nation's future. this is not a small feat. Ours is a world that continues to evolve. Threats have grown increasingly more complex, and the battleground is no longer contained in land. It now extends into cyberspace and beyond. The challenges demand greater adaptability, greater discipline, and further commitment to the nation's security and progress. And yet, through all this, the Philippine Army has never wavered. Sa panahon ngayon, hindi sapat ang tapang at husay ng isang sundalo. Kinakailangan na ang panindigan hindi natitinag sa harap ng pagsubok, ang prinsipyong hindi nababaluktot ng takot o pangamba, at ang pusong laging handa maglingkod ng tapat at walang hinihintay na kapalit. Sa anumang institusyon, hindi sapat ang ranggo o kapangyarihan. Ang tunay na sukatan ay ang kahandaang isantabi ang sariling interes para mas mataas na layunin. Pagamat iba-iba tayo ng papel na ginagampanan, dapat mangibabaw ang ating adhikaing bumuo ng mas nagkakaisa, mas makatarungan at tunay na mapayapang bansa. As we mark the 128th founding anniversary, we are again reminded why we choose to serve. We do it not for ourselves, but also for the countless generations that will come after us. Every Filipino wants their children to grow up in a country where they are safe, where they have access to quality education, and where they can build a future that has opportunities awaiting them. We all dream of a nation steady in its calm and brave enough to face whatever tomorrow might bring. And that is why this administration remains committed to ensuring that the Philippine Army is always ready to fulfill its mission. We are equipping you with the arsenal to champion our rights and protect our national interest. For one, we recently conducted the second iteration of the Combined Arms Training Exercise, or CATEX Katihan, with 6,000 troops testing their skills in very complex operations. These exercises are crucial in sharpening our combat readiness and strengthening our ability to respond effectively to any threat. We are also reinforcing our welfare programs for our troops because those who dedicate their lives to serve the country must be supported. These programs include the mandatory annual physical examination, reimbursement of hospital expenses, and the moral support for wounded in action personnel. We have also streamlined the processes to ensure that these benefits reach our people faster. Additionally, I have issued Executive Order number 84 to increase the subsistence allowance of all the officers and personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Hinahangad po nating makakatulong ito sa pagpapabuti at pangangalaga ng kapakanan ng ating mga sundalo at ang kanilang mga pamilya. Isang dekada na po ang nakalipas mula nung huling tumaas ang kanilang allowance. Kaya't sinisikap po natin na makagawa kaagad ng makabuluhang programa kagaya nito. Pagamat walang makakapantay sa sakripisyong kanilang ginagawa para sa ating bansa, umaasa naman kami na maalalayan kayo namin upang magampanan ninyo ng mas mabuti ang inyong mga tungkulin. Gaya ng pagsusulong ninyo ng karapatan, ng sambayanan at ng kapayapaan ng ating pamayanan, handa po kaming maging sandigan ninyo, lalo na sa oras ng pangangailangan. These efforts are part of a broader vision, a nation where Filipinos no longer need to worry about their safety, where they can build a more dignified lives for themselves and for their families. When peace and order are in place, we can pursue knowledge, we can work towards prosperity, and we can contribute to our country's progress. To achieve this, the government must lead by example. We strive for a government that listens, that acts and serves with integrity. That is the only way to rise above adversities and move forward as a people. To Lieutenant General Roy Galido,
Your leadership continues to inspire the men and women under your command. Your standard of excellence ensures that the Philippine Army remains worthy of our people's trust and respect. To all the soldiers with us today, thank you for your service. I congratulate our exemplary awardees as well, who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. As your Commander-in-Chief, I enjoin you to stay relentless in your pursuit for excellence. Sharpen your skills, master your craft, embrace innovation. After all, the Philippine Army's strength extends beyond firepower. It draws from its personnel's honor, integrity, and fortitude. Ladies and gentlemen, the road ahead is not easy. There will be delays, frustrations, and challenges, as they always are. Our strength and resolve will continue to be tested. But I have no doubt the Philippine Army will stand the test, will stand firm, as it always has in the past 128 years. So together, let us ensure that the next generations will inherit a bagong Pilipinas that is peaceful, progressive, and full of promise. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang hukbong katihan ng Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.